80s, early 90s, what were you doing professionally to set yourself up to where you are now?
I was basically doing the same thing. I was traveling, doing a lot of traveling. Um, at one time, I was DJing for Roxanne Shante. At one time, I was DJing for the Force MDs. One time, I was DJing for Curtis Blow. At one time, I was DJing for KRS-One. At one time, so I was bouncing back between all of these, MCs and stuff like that. At one time, I started driving a truck and then doing parties on the weekends and stuff like that, and I just kept going. I never stopped. I just kept going. I had my own equipment, so I was able to start doing weddings and stuff like that. Started, getting hired to do birthday parties, weddings, bar mitzvahs, whatever. I kept going. I kept doing my thing, and I just never stopped. Never stopped.
Right. Huh. So what do you think has happened in the last 5 to 10 years to where it seems like we finally are getting a little bit more respect for people like yourself and a little bit of prestige? Like, what do you think has happened that changed that from the late 90s to the early 2000s to now, where people are giving you the respect that they should, and you're appreciated in it, I think, in a different way than you were 10, 15 years ago?
What changed is people being educated on who we are, who Herc is, who Flash is, who Grandwizzard Theodore is, who the Cold Crush Brothers is, you know, who Bambada is, Zulu Nation, who everybody is. And it's like all of these people are finally realizing who we are, what the hip hop DNA is. They wasn't educated before. So now that all these books are coming out and these TV specials are coming out and stuff like that, and everybody's seeing the contribution that we have to this art form, to this culture we call hip hop. I think that's what changed. People are more educated on who we are.
Hmm. Okay. And speaking of educated, I was always curious to learn, when and why did you decide to add the extra Z in your name?
That's a good one. I added the extra Z in my name because there were other people calling themselves Grandwizzard. There were other people calling themselves Grandwizzard, and I didn't want anybody to distinguish me from the other people. I've traveled around the world 2, 3 times. Done some acting roles and stuff like that. Just my career as a DJ has not stopped. I'm still traveling around the world. Still everywhere I go, it's like the soul out and stuff like that. So I needed to add a Grandwizzard, one word, 2 Z's, so that everybody can see that, I'm the original Grandwizzard, as far as DJs is concerned. So I wanted to make sure that my name was spelled different from everybody else's name. I'm the first Grandwizzard, and I'm the only Grandwizzard as far as DJs is concerned. But there's other Grandwizards out there, and they have, they have, came to me and explained to me that, they wanted to be a Grandwizzard and stuff like that, and they wanted my blessings and stuff like that. It's cool. I have no problem with that. You know.
So do you remember the moment or why specifically you chose Grandwizzard?
Um, Fantastic Five chose the word Grandwizzard for me. They said we got a Grandmaster and stuff like that, and I was like, I don't want to be no Grandmaster. I want to be something else. You know. So they came up with the name Grandwizzard. They said the way you scratch a needle drop and cut up the records, and the way you extend the breaks, and the special way you blend the music together and make the crowd want to come to the turntables and watch what you're doing, it's magical. So we're gonna call you Grandwizzard. And that's when the name came up, Grandwizzard. That was like 70, I think it was 70 something after that, 78, 77, 78, one of those, something like that.
Gotcha. And then something, as the creator of all this stuff, one thing I was always curious about was, for you, what's a record that you heard the turntable stuff that was done on a record, not watching someone in person, but when you heard a record, like the scratching and how they blended everything and did that, that really stuck with you or impressed you from somebody else, obviously.
Oh, with somebody else, when I looked at another DJ and see him blending or
Yeah, yeah.
scratching or whatever.
But on a record,
What do you mean, like
So like
DJ?
the Fresh Prince, for instance, or DJ Scratch, like.
Okay. I would definitely I would have to say Jazzy Jeff.
Okay.
When he did I Want to Rock Right Now, all that stuff, and I was just like, wow, this guy, and hearing him do the Transformer scratch and everything, I was like, wow.
So you talking about the live at Union Square one?
Yeah. I was like, wow, this is really, really crazy when I started to hear, the Transformer scratch, and just hearing, other DJs like like Master Don, Kid, just watching these DJs take the DJ art form to another level. And I was just like, wow, this is really getting to the point where a lot of these DJs are really catching up to what, me and Flash created, and they're definitely taking it, to another level and stuff like that. And then I started traveling to, I started seeing the DJ contests and stuff like that. The Superman had the DJ contests, and then they had the DMC and stuff like that. And I started to see these DJs. I was like, wow, this is some next level shit right here. Can I say shit? Can I say that?
Yes. Yeah.
Too late, right?
Yeah. Well, I've said this before in some interviews, but one of the most amazing things I've ever seen in person was DJ Aladdin, and he was scratching, and he, in the middle of the scratch, jumped over the turntables, switched hands, and didn't miss a beat. And I'd never seen that.
Yeah.
I only saw it that one time.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Yeah,
that's incredible. Yeah,
okay.
that reminds me that this turntable, this turntablism stuff is definitely going to another level. And I'm just happy that all the DJs from around the world, no matter where you at, whether you're in Canada or France or China or Japan, that they're able to express themselves through turntables and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I'm just happy that something that I created actually changed the world. It's surreal, man. It's definitely surreal.
Yeah, we owe you a debt of gratitude. So thank you for that. So as far as what you're doing now, what should people be looking out for? What are you doing like that's coming up that people should be aware of?
Well, I'm still since 1999, I've been teaching at Jam Master Jay Scratch Academy. God bless him. I've been teaching at the Scratch Academy, and I'm just so happy that I'm continuing to be able to teach people how to scratch and stuff like that. I'm a part of the Hip Hop Museum here in the Bronx. If you're able to go check it out, man, check out the Hip Hop Museum here in the Bronx, man, 610 Exterior Street, or you could just go to universalhiphopmuseum.com or .org and stuff like that. Definitely got to go there, And I did some stuff with the Philharmonic in the summertime, traveling, doing some dates with the Philharmonic, which is really, really awesome, man. Really, really cool. And just a lot of television specials that I've recorded and stuff like that that should be coming out probably early January or February and stuff like that, And I'm working with Warner Brothers, doing some stuff with Warner Brothers that should be coming out. in the next couple of months and stuff like that. I don't want to reveal too much and everything, but a lot of the stuff that I've been doing and stuff like that that's going to be happening in 2022 is going to really take me to a different level as a DJ, and it's going to be very satisfying, and I'm going to be able to see myself come full circle, you know, in 2022, you know, to see a lot of stuff that's going to be happening to me. And I'm just like so happy and really anticipating all the things that's coming, you know, in 2022. You know.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on all that, and I look forward to checking it out. And yeah, well, Grandwizzard Theodore, man, thank you so much for coming through to Unique Access, man. Really appreciate it.
Yes, yes, yes. And to all the DJs around the world, just like yo, we in this together, man. You know, we in this together. You know, and to all the families out there that lost someone through this COVID thing and stuff like that, my prayers are with you, man. And to everybody out there, man, you know, just spend time with your family. That's very, very important. Make sure that you know, you eat the right foods and stuff like that to keep your immune system up and stuff like that. You know, drink a lot of water, you know, and just take care of each other, man. That's basically what it is. All right. Peace.
Be sure to check out the History of Gangster Rap by Soren Baker. He's official.
History of Gangster Rap features exclusive interviews with Ice-T, Snoop Dogg, MC Ren, the D.O.C, and dozens of others. The History of Gangster Rap, a definitive look at how Los Angeles changed rap forever.
In Los Angeles, the streets definitely set the tone of the hip-hop music.
At 19, I got a $50,000 car.
My whole angle always was, I'll be street, but I will always tell you the horrors that go along with this life.
There will be penalties and casualties for just wearing the wrong color in somebody's neighborhood.
And once gangster rap made it from the streets to the TV, the genre exploded.
With Fab 5 on Yo MTV Raps with NWA.
Yo MTV, it just catapulted us from being local heroes to national gangbang rappers.
The History of Gangster Rap discusses it all from 1980 up till today.
It's always gonna be shit happening in the streets. You know what I mean? So it's always gonna be something to talk about.
The History of Gangster Rap in stores now.